everybody. I'm Anthony Geary.
I'm Tim Heerdink.
And I'm Richard Fowler.
This is Conspiracy 101. Today's lecture is going to be on the Illuminati. Alright guys, so what is exactly the Illuminati? How can we explain to these people what the Illuminati actually really is?
Well, I'd say an important place to start is through the history. And according to various websites, they arose as the Bavarian Illuminati, which meant the enlightened ones. And I don't know if you guys personally know anything about their history.
Oh yeah.
But it was founded in May 1st, 1776.
Yes, I also have that information. With the Illuminati, plural for Latin illuminatus or enlightened, is a name given several groups, both real and fictitious. Historically, the name refers to the Bavarian Illuminati, as Rich has just said. In the Enlightenment era, is a secret society found on May 1st, 1776 to oppose superstition, prejudice, and religious influence over public abuses of state power, and to support women's education and gender equality.
Here's the way I see it, guys. You know, people usually think of the Illuminati as a very powerful and crazy group of people who are usually considered celebrities, who are actually in it for world domination, to control the world on money and power. And that means pretty much at any time we could have a pretty bad disaster, and then here's what we got: a group of power-hungry people who want to make all the political decisions. I'd say let's go ahead and make a world domination and have Obama start issuing out all kinds of crazy stuff. It kind of makes sense though, but the whole world power thing, they want to put us under them. We're like puppets.
Yeah, this world power is often referred to as the New World Order, and there's several books written about these secret societies and how they're trying to control the power of the world. One that I got from the library is called Cults, Conspiracies, and Secret Societies by Arthur Goldwell. So yeah, if you ever have any free time, just check it out. He explains many different conspiracies about the cults and everything to do with the Illuminati. Another one by an author that we mentioned in the last episode, Jim Mars, he wrote called The Rise of the Fourth Reich, which, you know, the first three Reichs had to do with different eras of Germany / Prussia, with the Third Reich being Nazis. So many people think of the Reich as Nazis with the Third Reich. The Fourth Reich is basically, just like a dictatorship of the secret societies that many people don't even know exist.
I'm pretty sure the Illuminati had something to do with the FEMA camps appearing up out of nowhere. I mean, I'm pretty sure that every political leader has something to do with the Illuminati and the New World Order regime and stuff. I mean, just think about it. At any given time, anything can go down. The president can start issuing us FEMA camps, and then that's when we're going to know that he is, in fact, the Illuminati, which everyone already says he is.
One way I look at it is I feel like if the Illuminati were to have so much power, they would most likely be lined up with the head central bankers of our world and our nation. You know, people like Goldman Sachs. And, I can remember the name of that one banker.
One banker. Yeah.
What's his name? He's the richest man in the world.
Rothschild?
Yes.
Something like that?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is Rothschild.
Yeah.
How about all the big, huge billion-dollar companies and stuff? I'm pretty sure they are.
But I mean, if you want to control the population, what's an easier way to do it rather than control the economy? Control the money supply and you keep everyone under your fingers.
Back in the early days of America, they had many different currencies. You know, these towns didn't have the united solidarity as they do now with the federal government. They had these smaller cities and they had their own currency. And traveling to the west was a lot more difficult than it is these days. So you might have to exchange your currency when you travel. In 1913, they came up with the Federal Reserve, which basically controls the whole nation's currency. And it is a worldwide reserve currency as well. As of right now, it might
trying to think, how often do you see that symbol in all sorts of media everywhere? Even children's shows, you'll see that symbol.
You remember that symbol that the old professional wrestler Diamond Dallas Page used to do, that diamond symbol, and then P. Diddy done it, and he got sued?
And 303 did it
Yeah.
as well. The electronic group goes
Yeah.
like that.
That was all had to do with the Illuminati too. And there's also rumors that the Illuminati killed off Tupac Shakur back in the 1990s.
Yeah, many conspiracies could be.
They also
linked.
could have faked his death for a greater reason too.
Maybe he's the president of the Illuminati.
Far-fetched, but you never know. You definitely have the influence.
If you think about all of Tupac's lyrics, he brings up the Illuminati a lot in his lyrics. And maybe he knew something that we didn't, and they killed him off. Maybe he's still alive. That's another topic on another conspiracy though. But here's some interesting notes I do have on the Illuminati though. Okay, well, apparently, from what I've been hearing, is that they want to control the population and political powers. They also want to keep us mass surveillance under pretty much their reach and their sight. And they also are really big on a lot of secret projects on the government, like sleeper agents and silent sound spread spectrum. You never know. All the topics that we talked about in all of our episodes, Conspiracy 101, maybe has something to do with the Illuminati themselves. Like you got all the chemtrails and stuff that could be had to do with sleeper agents and
Gun control with
And
and extraterrestrials. I mean, everything could be linked to the Illuminati. Now, what were you gonna say? Now, there is another thing that could be linked with the Illuminati, which we won't go into too much detail, but it has to do with the Ozarks, which is basically, what is it, like an underground city for when the shit hits the fan.
There's
basically.
a very big bank owner. I don't know what his name exactly is, but he owns this big, huge mansion that is bigger than any mansion you've probably seen owned by any of the celebrities. And it's just out in the middle of nowhere. And Jesse Ventura found it, and then he goes, why in the hell is there a big, huge mansion that's empty, nothing in it, sitting out here in the middle of nowhere? And they keep building onto it. So a guy he met took him to where he believes is the Ozarks. You drive in this underground tunnel, you go in this miles and miles long of parking garages, and there's cameras everywhere, and it just keeps going miles and miles, and there's all these garage doors on all sides of them, and he believes those are the Ozarks. Well, it makes sense. When shit goes bad here, the rich and powerful, they get to survive any type of cosmic collision or any kind of alien invasion, because they're gonna let the poor die and the rich are gonna live.
Well, that brings me up to, you ever heard of the Georgia Guidestones? There's these set of stones that have 10 modern commandments found in the state of Georgia. You can look them up. There's pictures, there's well-found sightings. This is a real thing. And one of the first, I believe it's the first rule in the Guidestone, says that the population is going to be reduced to below 500 million. Now, that's still a big number, but you have to think, we have about 8 trillion people on this earth right now. That is a good 90% of the population wiped out like that. And I believe the Illuminati would have something to take in an effort of that nature. Wiping and lowering human population to a controllable level.
A very bad pathogen, maybe? A flu epidemic?
Yeah, that'd be a very effective way. Disease.
Obama did order a big, huge, large number of empty caskets and lids and stuff not too long ago. He ordered like over 1 billion caskets.
Well, you also have to see, look how much ammo the Homeland Security's bought up, all the guns they've bought up. They're giving all our police stations tanks and like Humvees that are designed to withstand explosives. Like, why would the police need that? Unless they plan on actually, going martial law on the cities themselves and bringing military into the streets.
And you have to think, if a president wants to take everybody's guns away, why in the world does he need so many bodyguards surrounding him with these big assault rifles every single day? I mean,
Kind of
if we can't
hypocritical
defend
in my
ourselves, then he
stance.
should be able to have people
Like,
defend him.
Yeah, if we're not good enough for self-defense, I see no other man is good enough for self-defense, no matter what his status.
His family's nothing different
Shakespeare has been rumored to be a part of the Illuminati scheme. So, I mean, the way I see it, it's been going on for centuries, and it's probably going to keep going on for even more future centuries from now. I don't know who is running the operation, but whoever they are, they must be trusted by everyone. They can pull the strings to have the military, the presidency, the world political leaders, all of that wrapped around their finger. Then we're probably dealing with some heavy shit here. I mean,
and it's also believed that we don't even really have a say in who runs the country. I mean, there's this electoral college, which could be the Illuminati, who knows? But basically, they already have a preconceived idea of who's going to be president. They might have known since the person was born who's going to be the president. And we really don't even have a say, but they like to make us think that we have a say, so that we live comfortably in the slavery that they create for us. This group called the Illuminati has been portrayed in popular culture a bunch, as you can see in the Dan Brown films and books like The Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons and Inferno, with Tom Hanks in it. That they always like wearing their robes and they look like monks and they're sitting there smacking themselves with the belt and shit. That might not be what they actually look like, but I mean that's just a portrayal. But definitely it's something to think about. As the Congress never changes, like throughout 40 years, people have still been in there. So I don't know. You explain that.
well, I kind of think that there is always going to be that, possibility that the Illuminati is always trying to get the Senate to screw up with our constitutional rights and shit. I mean, we have rights that are always being provoked all the time. Always something going on with our rights. Can't do this, you can't do that, but then they say America, home of the free and the brave.
Even though it's the seventh freest country in the world.
Yeah, and millions are incarcerated in prison. Some just for smoking a joint. I mean, trying to have a good time, and other people are getting raped and murdered, and then they're just walking about like nothing's happening.
Yeah, I know. Somebody sparks up some herb, something's going on since thousands of years ago.
The more
They get thrown in jail.
the more money you have, the more people you know, the less likely you'll have to deal with the consequences of something major. When somebody who has no harm to anybody is just, just doing something that can only harm themselves at anything else, and they get everything taken away from them, and they are thrown in prison, and then we have to pay our tax dollars to make sure that they get to eat and that they get shelter and stuff. Well, there's so many people in prison, and it's ridiculous. They have to keep building these prisons for just nonsense.
I don't know if you guys have been keeping tabs on our Conspiracy 101 Facebook page, but I posted an interesting picture not too long ago. Did you guys see that picture I posted? Dollar bills being turned into what they look like tower attacks or September 11th.
Yeah,
All them dollar bills, turn them right. They will show the 9/11 terrorist attacks on the dollar bill. You got to fold them the right way. So check out our Facebook page and give it a look for yourself.
And we will also be trying to have a Twitter event here soon enough. So follow us at Conspiracy101S, and we'll try and tweet. We're not as big in the Twitter, but we're going to try and get in there. So follow us on there. Like us on Facebook, http www.facebook.com/Conspiracy101series, and our website, GaryHeerdingProductions.com.
So, well, I don't have a marker on me, but I'm Anthony Geary.
I'm Tim Heerdink.
And I'm Richard Fowler.
And this class is no mark dismissed.
Don't forget to do your homework.
Yes. We'll have pictures for you guys at the end of the episode.
As always.
The Illuminati is a secret society that has been around for many years. A symbol used often for them is the all-seeing eye. The all-seeing eye can be seen on the dollar bill along with many other signs of the Illuminati. The secret society is a high class and has great amounts of wealth. This pyramid shows the basic Illuminati structure and its relation to cooperating satanic bodies. This flowchart shows how the Illuminati are connected to other groups in society. Many works talk about the Illuminati. Some famous works include the Da Vinci Code, which has a book but later adapted to the film which Tom Hanks stars. Its sequel, Angels and Demons, has also been made to a film. More recently, another book by the same author, Inferno, has the similar subject in it. These three books were written by author Dan Brown, who may also be in the Illuminati. Obama is said to be a member of the Illuminati. Many celebrities are also said to be involved with the Illuminati, and they often hold up this symbol with their hands. This symbol has been seen great use by wrestler Diamond Dallas Page and other people, which could include the band 303. They use on their artwork and on stage. The Illuminati are said to have an underground city called the Ozarks. It goes on for miles and miles through many states and underground tunnels. There is said to be an opening under a large mansion in Missouri, but it's highly guarded. I think they might be planning for like the end of the world or something, and that's their secret place. There's the mansion. So yeah, many people will try to go in, but you can't. And the Illuminati must be destroyed.